All right. Well, I'm probably on. So, I'm Aaron Hallett. I write original Christian rock. Started streaming recently, and I'm just trying to figure this whole thing out. So, you have to bear with me on it. Like, software's new to me and all that kind of stuff. So, it's just a whole learning process. I'm gonna put my phone on. Just gonna monitor everything on here. All right, looks good. So, I'm gonna turn the volume down though. We're gonna hear a weird echo. I keep having this thing. When I started doing the streams, the AI YouTube has was like muting me, and it was just in error, but it was doing it. So I continue to have a problem where audio was getting muted, and I figured out or there was like a same result but two separate problems. So the recent stuff I've got wasn't doing that, but I had this thing where like my audio keeps desyncing because I have old computers and like they're getting bogged down by trying to do the streaming stuff. So at some point I'm gonna have to upgrade. But I've got a thing now where I'm monitoring the audio. So I figured out how to move stuff around so I could see a little better. And if I notice it, I should be able to just like reinitialize my core audio and keep going. So I'm just gonna try and keep an eye on that sucker. But if it goes mute for like a little bit, just bear with me. The thing just desynced. All right. So I don't really know what to do aside from start playing, obviously, because I just got to come up with an idea at least to start with. C minor could be cool. Yeah, that could be a verse. So 5, 2, 1. So C minor, this is kind of more like E flat major. Same key, just parallel minor major. 1. Okay, that could be the chorus. That works. So let me set a tempo. Been double timing. I don't know if I should again or not. Yeah, I guess I will. How about I'm just gonna straight up to 180. And then let this load for a bit. I'm gonna put this on halftime. So I use this Logic drummer as my metronome. This might be too fast. Way too fast. Okay, I'm gonna go down to like 160 something. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. So if we got the chord progression, I probably want to make that part a little more interesting. How about that? Okay. Drop it. C minor, dude. Yeah. Huh. I don't know if I like that. I think I'll do that instead of what I was doing before. That's it. Okay. It's just rushed a little bit. I gotta go down to like 160-ish. Okay, I think I got it. So I'm gonna try and get a playthrough right. You know what? Let me save this quick. Save. Bro, you have to ignore my hard drive names. I just name everything obscene names for the fun of it. It's this thing I do. Okay, although this isn't obscene, this one's fried chicken. Okay, turning on my camera over there. Just gonna get rid of that. There we go. Actually, hang on. Was that showing up? I don't even know. Whatever. I'm not sure if the window even shows. I changed some of my settings. I was hitting save and I was saving to my hard drive. So this particular hard drive is called fried chicken. I've got other ones with more obscene names. It's nothing like super terrible, but you know, if you're wondering what the hell's going on, that's what. I just think it's funny. All right. What was I just doing? All right. I can do a lot better than that. That was crap. Works for me. So, save, and there's the left side initial track. So I have a thought that I'm gonna just, where's this end? Right about here, okay. Actually, did not mean to do that one, this one. So I'm gonna cut this loop shorter, because I'm not gonna use past that point. Pull the ending in. Just gonna hit save. So what I'm thinking I might do, should I do another? Well, okay, I'm gonna do a right side first. I'm just gonna punch in some things as I go. I think I might put down, like, I do these like Midi overdubs on top of the real guitars, but I might do those first and freeze the tracks and see if that doesn't desync my audio. Yeah, currently on. I just checked. So glad I figured out how to show that meter. Okay. So here. I think we'll do that. Okay. Ready. That or that. Let me see here. Second one's better. Okay. Let me just do this. Helps if I play in the right key. I tried to do the first one. Dang it. Come on. Dude, seriously. Do it fine. I'm not hitting record. Okay, I'm just gonna do that. I want to punch this in here and there anyway, so I'm gonna listen to that. I just want to hear it without playing it because different context helps me decide a little bit. Yeah, I like it. Okay, then what was I doing? A flat B, A flat G. So, yeah. Just do there and then do the. That's it. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do. Why am I confusing myself here? This is not a hard thing. My brain is not liking the thing for some reason. Just hit the damn G. That's all you gotta do. One note difference. For frick's sake, I hate when I do this crap. I get stuck on the dumbest thing. Okay, come on. Jeez. All right, so let me listen to that. There we go. Same thing. Four times, yep. Then I did this thing on the F minor, which I was just doing root note. 4. Something like that. Okay. Works for me. All right, I'm going to start color coding. So that's the little pre-chorus lead in, and then son of a, okay, you can't see that. Hang on. Let me see if I can change that setting. Getting the hang of this. Show full screen and hidden windows, blah. Will that work? There it is. You can see my color code. All right. So, do the first chord the same. I think I'm going to drop the F down an octave. Everything else was the same except for that F chord, which is cool. Doesn't have to be crazy. All right, so now copy, paste. There it is. All right, now I'm gonna grab all of, you know what? One sec. I got a little A and a B section there. I'm gonna just make sure I can tell which is which. Suck later if I'm trying to grab one. It's easy to do the reverse one of what I want. Okay, but did I just do that 3 times in a row and then add a chorus? I did. Okay. So I'm just going to punch in some end, whatever I probably did a C minor there, I think I did. Okay, ending of the song, complete. All right, there's 2 guitars harmonizing a little bit and panned out. So now I'm gonna just go into the save. Do that too. I'm gonna go into the pre-chorus. I'm gonna drop this down. Side, same deal. Come on, get on the measure. Let's come on, snap. So I've got my boss pedal tuning me down 2 full octaves there, so that's more like just a sound effect than anything. You know what? I'm doing that in the chorus too. It sounds so freaking cool. I can't help it. It has to happen. All right, here I go. All right, single notes, that's just absurdly low. I love that I can do that with this pedal. Okay, other side. Yeah, all right. So I'm gonna chop the end of these. Make sure these are all like the same thing color-wise so I can tell where I'm at when I'm doing some stuff later. Oh wait, I gotta double this chorus. There we go. So let me put this down on the other second chorus. Last chorus is double the length, which I'll leave alone. Let me just listen to that. Sounds pretty good to me. Okay, guitar solo. Jump in here. And whole song is in C minor, so that should be no brainer. One sec. Okay. Works for me. Gonna give it a gain boost. So let's see, file functions, normalize. I've got my normalize set to go to -5 dB instead of unity gain, so that's not gonna oversaturate or anything, but it just gives me a little bit. So I'm gonna preemptively turn down these main guitar tracks here. And probably could have just copy pasted one of these onto the other, but you know, here we are. I'm gonna go down, -3 should be good. Just enough to give the guitar solo headroom to spare, or not headroom, but yeah, whatever. It's not going to be such a cluttered mix if I turn these down a few dB. That's all I'm trying to say. All right, so let's see. I guess the same thing applies on here. I'll just go down 3. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Save, good. So, pull this in here. Give me one beat at the end, that's fine. You know, I can undo this later anyway if I want. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and just turn this off for a sec. Wait, there's full processing going on, and I'm gonna freeze these tracks, which means it like pre-processes and makes an audio file. At least I think so, and then it just plays that back instead of like killing the CPU. So I'm gonna do that because I keep having my audio desync on me because it's like my computer's too old to handle streaming in this at the same time sometimes. So, all right, I'll let that go. Put this back. Bass guitar acquired. All right, so I'm just gonna lay down something random when this thing's done, but just have to check the tuning and start going. Apparently it's freezing all the way to the end. I don't think that'll matter. All right. All right, that's good. Got the solo. I'm not going to use acoustic today, so I'm just going to get rid of that right away. Bass guitar track, input monitoring on. Go back to low latency mode and let me see here. Get this in tune and then I'm just going to go for it. Leave it a little sharp because it's cold over them all. Drop. Anyway. It's too loud. It's kind of. But that's the job, I guess. Alright, so. I'm doing C, A flat, G in the verse. I'm just going to remind myself because I have my goldfish for this stuff. Just immediately forget. Then an F to go in, and then A flat, F, E flat, B flat. Yes, okay, got it. I think. All right. I'm gonna mute the solo. Just help me hear the verse better. And go for it. Wait. It's on. I'm shooting video for my usual stuff, so gotta remember to turn the camera on, or kind of sucks to miss the footage. Forgot the chorus because I'm smart. Damn it. Don't hit out of key notes. Let me turn that off. Let's see if we can squeeze a little more out of this too, like the guitar solo. Yeah, it went. Okay. So, save, off, good. All right, so what I'm gonna do is turn off the latency mode, freeze the bass track. I'll just give it a second. This will go faster when it's not 4 at once. Or actually, it was 5 at once. First time. Okay. Now that that's done, I want to see if that helps me because, let me see, this one. I want to see if I can write in these MIDI guitars without the damn audio, or the core audio desyncing. It's a pain in my ass, but it keeps happening. Okay, so Gonna go into the latency mode again. You know what? I don't even have to for this. All right, MIDI region. I might actually have to grab my guitar because I'm gonna forget what I played. I know it was root fifth ninth and something on the scale, and I harmonized it. Probably not going to one for one it, but I just want to make sure I don't write anything stupid over top of it. That's not going to make sense. All right, so I'm in C minor, so I'm just going to go C, obviously. You know what? I'm double time here. Let me do this. Eighth note brush. It's already glitchy. What the hell? Okay. Maybe I'll go. Yeah, that twice. And then select all, copy, paste. All right. Paste, paste. Bastard. All right, my audio desynced. Took about 0.5 seconds. Pain in my ass. All right, I can hear it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to write in these things. So this is a F minor. That's E flat. I'm just going to have this do this. Oops, gotta get that one. Right through that. Done. All right. That whole thing is just me holding out the F chord. Then I'm going to make a new MIDI track. This is the chorus. All right, so start on A flat. Go low. I'm going to go to E flat, and then B flat. I think that's all I'm going to do. You know, actually, yeah, never mind. That's all I'm going to do. Root note is just going to create a reverb trail. Okay. So that's the chorus, and that's going to go purple, blue. All right, if you just turn on my audio just like desynced, I'm going to reset it in a sec, but I'm just writing this in because I already know the notes that have to go down. Try to write in this ambient MIDI. I'm an idiot. No, it's a MIDI track. All right, so -3, maybe 4, good. All right, I'm gonna hit save. I might be able to pull this off by just simply turning this bastard on and off. Let's see. Stop disconnecting. Will that do it? Possibly not. All right, let it load. Oh, if this works, that'd be great. It's gonna load. All right, that's the solve. Turn it on and off. All right, good. So I'm gonna freeze this damn track. Well, actually, one second. Make sure it's loaded all the way. It's loaded all the way. Good. I'm gonna freeze this damn track, 'cause that's gonna be annoying. Not reloading. My computer does not like these contact libraries. Oh, come on, dude. I'm gonna get spinning wheel of death for an eternity. Is that the deal? Going on my other stuff. Okay, got it. Fine. I was worried. Alright, if I freeze this stupid thing. It's mostly that ambient one. I think that's the one that really kills it. The other ones don't have nearly the processing on them. That one sounds cool as hell, but it kills my computer. Alright. It desynced again already. Holy crap. Okay. I'm going to turn it on and off. Give it a sec. Turn it back on. Let it reload. Reconnect. Alright. Good. That's good. That's providing that nice reverb sound in the chorus. Sweet. I like it. Okay, so I'm going to connect this, delete it. Same on the bass. Delete it. I might use this, so I'm going to keep it here. So what I'm going to do is just take this ambient guitar, slide it up there, and drop it. There we go. So I'm just going to make sure these are all just super heavy power chords. I love that sound. So there's that chorus, nice and easy. I don't know if I want to do anything in the. Yeah, I think I might, but I'm gonna write it because it's gonna be different than that arpeggio. So what I'm gonna do is F. I'm gonna do a pinch harmonic, I think. Start. Make sure it's on the right articulation. Right there. Drop down to the low octave. Let me solo this out. Gonna do this galloping rhythm on it. It's all an F chord right through that whole pre-chorus. Yeah, and then let's see. I'm gonna go to 16th. Let's just do some kind of fancy. Turn this down. Actually, I'm gonna go to, yeah, that, and then I'm gonna go back to 8th note, straight across. Perfect. Drop it. Now it makes more sense going into the next part. Okay, so make that the same color, and I'm just going to put it here. I think I'm going to avoid putting it on this. Let me see. If the guitar solo punches through, I will put it there, but if it doesn't. All right, so with it on there. All right. All right, well, since I'm gonna have to just keep doing it, I'm gonna freeze this track. All right, sweet. All right, let me see if I want to layer this, the different sound again. So right there. That's the drums. Oops. Okay, hang on a sec. I gotta duplicate that. I forgot I deleted this thing, so that was the drum track. That was a genius move on my part. Okay. What? It's one of these metal ones. I forget if it's 1, 2, or 3. There's literally only one left after that. I'm gonna try 3. I'm going after a certain like tone of it for the guitar here. I don't like that one. Is it this one? That's it. No, system overloads. My audio probably just failed. Do that. Let me see. Oh, it's still on. Sweet. Okay. So that's like really far out and then a little bit in the center and kind of just fill in the whole stereo field. Freezing track so I can avoid audio crap. This sucks. Having to freeze all the tracks to keep my computer going. Okay. Yeah, it desynced anyway. Stupid jerk. Dumb. Ugh, okay. Reset. At least I know how to do this now. That's a plus. 2 days ago, I was just oblivious to the fact that it was shutting off the audio. All right. Back to it. Put my guitar back in the meantime. Let's see, do we got audio? I feel like right here needs some sort of lead. So I'm going to do different sound than the one I've got saved there. One usually sounds pretty damn good. Going to go out the sides because I don't want this in the middle. Otherwise, it fights the vocal. I'm going to turn the master output down. That's probably good. All right. So, yeah. So, real guitars good. MIDI guitars sound good. Okay, so I'm just going to make this like simple MIDI lead thing in the chorus to just kind of spice it up, and accidentally clicked it out. Okay, so let's see. C minor. What chord was it starting on? A flat. Do the fifth, then root. And then I'll just descend down the scale. Oops. Help if I hit the notes in the key. There, let me see. Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna grab that. Do that. It should be C minor, so parallel with D flat major. Just select minor. There, now that should line up with the F. I'm gonna need flat chord. That looks like a real D too. D flat, so. Yeah, that'll work. I'm gonna dip down there though, just for the first. Wow. Do that. That one should go down there. Perfect. All right, and then I'm gonna put these on palm mute. That's it. Okay, so now I'm just gonna put it on the chorus. This is just gonna get turned way, way down, so it's barely audible. It's just making the chorus sound more exciting. All right, so let's see, like -8. Let's try that. Sounds like pretty fake and stuff, but it's, I might turn that up or down depending on how the vocals sit. But yeah, it's kind of fake and stuff, but it also just sounds more interesting, gets buried in the mix, and adds in some chord tones. Perfect. Guitar solo, let me see if that's cutting through. Seems good. All right. Let me freeze this track. Keep doing that so I can just like save computer, CPU, like going through the roof type stuff. Let's see. All right, so I'm gonna ditch this drum loop finally. Ditch the track it's on. And what I'm gonna do is just play drums. So let me turn this on low latency mode. Get this metronome on. It's clipping. That metronome sucks, but that's what I have to do to play in time here. That's why I used the drum loop up until now. Okay, I'm gonna slide over to the drum kit and just lay down a drum part. And hopefully my audio stays on while I'm doing this. Set up enough now. That's recording. stuck. My snare drum was being kind of broken yesterday. I think it was just a loose wire, but see if it works. Do an easy thing here. That was a crap entrance. Come on, don't be stupid. Well, there's a drum part. See, get my headphones back in. Make sure my core audio didn't disconnect its stupid self again. It's on. In fact, it was in the red because of the click. Perfect. That cymbal hit is not real. What are you doing to me? Okay. So let's see, fix and outline. I'm going to shorten the duration of these things because it doesn't matter on a drum kit. Scan for double trigger weirdness. Yeah, it looks pretty clean here. That doesn't sound too bad. I'm gonna lock the kick in. Yeah, there we go. You know what? One sec. Just gonna get this nice and tight. Gotta lock in with these mini tracks on there because they're like right on the grit. It's funny how I think of a word and say it and it just comes out wrong. Like instead of grid, I said glid. Okay, I like that lead. Sounds so cheesy, but I kind of like it. It offsets the crazy heavy guitars that are tuned down to full octaves. In some cases. Most of them are one, but side of the track is chorus down two. The boss pedal can actually go three, but you can't even hear that. It just sounds like a rumble. Did I do a triplet bounce? I guess I did. Yep. I didn't realize I did that. I thought it was just playing straight eighth notes. This is a bit of a process. 70 out of 130-ish. Like I said, I don't do this with those MIDI tracks on there. Instantly apparent. Just guitars, and they're already a little, you know, off because I'm, not a machine. That's one thing, but since I got the MIDI machine guitar player on there, it's, yeah. Alright. And also the other factor is these particular drum sounds are so clicky that it's immediately obvious, whereas like other things where I've just used like a more natural sounding kit can be way off. It doesn't even matter because they like ring out so much. This fill I remember doing. I rushed the crap out of it apparently, but I remember doing it. There we go. Just need to nudge the kick. Whoa, not what I wanted to do. Almost there. I'm gonna just, hey, I missed. Spam that across. Good. Those adjustments are like a couple milliseconds here and there, but it just makes it sound tight. All right, let me see. I think I want to change, I do this often, but I want to change the ride cymbal to a China cymbal. Would you move? It's not moving. I'm so glad I bought that 6 string bass. That is so much better. I don't mind writing the MIDI guitars in over top of like real guitars to just like fill out the sound, but I always hated like doing the MIDI bass to drop it down because like the drop pedal will not work on the bass guitar. It works great on the guitar. Drop it 3 octaves, still sounds like a guitar. Drop the bass 1/2 step, it sounds like a fart. I just don't get it, but because it's not made for it. All right, I need to come up with some lyrics, and I think I can hold out before I've got to get the coffee out of my bladder, but I do need water. Luckily, I brought some with me. So I'm writing these lyrics in real time. In fact, I don't even have any right now, and melody and everything. Occasionally I'll put something down beforehand, but mostly no. All right, get the mic on. This is gonna sound kind of weird. Got the camera audio and the mic audio on, and I kind of have to do that. Otherwise, they like think I'm playing stuff and mute me. Besides my audio interface doing it to me. And I also have to warm up, so I'm gonna sound like absolute trash for like the first couple minutes. If you ask me to like just sing out of the blue, it's not gonna happen. Like if you ever met me on the street, because I need like good solid 5 minutes sometimes to warm up. A lot better in the morning. In the afternoon, it's like 10 minutes to warm up because just eating, talking. If I go to the gym and I'm like, try to push some weight. All right, so when I put lyrics down, I just go, it's like stream of consciousness. Hmm. Okay, let me see. This is gonna be just a bunch of random noises and crap until I can get going. Okay. Uh, ow, I need one less syllable there. Okay, there's 1/2. More lyrics. Let's see. All right. I'm getting there. As far as being warmed up. Just turn the side camera so I can get this and not forget it. Get the turn on it. Spin. I don't want to come in though. All right. All right, there we go. Just put something down for the pre-chorus because I might be able to go into it. I'm gonna hit record. Audio's still on. Okay, here I go. Probably sounds weird in the camera because like I'm not really screaming. It's like a mixed voice falsetto thing with Fry. Take it. I'm going to try and do the other verse. If I can't replicate, I might just copy paste. Depends on the day. All right, I just improv'd random lyrics again. It's a constant thing I do. Oh, pull that back. I cut it off a little. Not bad. Oh, I had a click there. I forever forget to not smash my space bar down. All right. All right, so I need a chorus. Let's jump to this track. So, lyrics so far, verse, little pre-chorus thing, no second verse, I just made it up. All right, chorus. Do-do-do. Okay. Random chorus lyrics achieved. Let me see. I gotta come up with a decent melody. I might go off of that lead guitar. Okay. I didn't write enough lyrics, but I'm just gonna make it up. Might take a few tries, but here I go. Wasn't sure what note to hit. Okay. Okay. Crapped the beginning up. I think I gotta give myself a little more lead in. Brain's just like not accepting going to the chorus there. I don't know if I hit every pitch there, but the tone was great. I might just keep it. That was my sync up with the tempo woo 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 thing. All right, I actually like that a lot. So what I'm gonna do, um, I'll just get it right on that. Oh my gosh, will you stay? It probably already was on the spot I'm shooting for. All right, I'm just gonna do this. So the second one is gonna be identical, and then third one identical, except I realize that's a doubled chorus. So what I'm gonna do is jump back to the. Well, wait, do I tail? Wait. Oh, I stopped before. I don't even have to tail in. Okay. From the other track. I'm just gonna punch in and do a variation. All right, so I'll just hit some different notes. Soft pitch a few. I'm gonna do that again. All right, I think that one was better. I'm gonna listen to it. Works for me. I might have to crossfade that. There we go. Another thing I'm going to do is fail to grab those. I'm going to grab this first one and then the corresponding copies. Just put a little bit of a fade there because I had that scoop up. Because a lot of times when I'm hitting record, I like sing something random right before I start so I can like lock in with the time. That didn't work. All right, undo. Option B is just simply do that. There's still noise there. Damn it. I have to like hard chop this. Probably. Oh, don't add silence for an idiot. Ah. Right, what's going on here? So I'm gonna go here, silence. This should just go fade in right onto the other tracks too. I usually stop before I'm about to come in, but I just kept going. Alright, that's good. I'm going to turn low latency mode off, which might screw me over. Let's see. Alright, audio is still connected. Good. All right, well, there's a vocal done. I'm like, if I try to go through humanoid, which I'm going to do, it's going to probably desync my audio. Guaranteed. But to just show you my vocal chain, let me see if I can at least get away with putting a plugin on here. I'm going to go through humanoid. So it's mono to stereo. Simply pick the key, C minor. Got a third, so it's going to add that. It's just generating a harmony. Going to turn the formant up a little bit, and then put the mix on like 20%. That's it. So it's dry vocal plus a third harmony with like a vocoder harmony. I'm going to follow it with clip distortion because that kind of like makes the screaming sound more realistic and just kind of smooth it out. And then I'm going to put a compressor on it. Let's see if it stays on. All right, and then the chorus, since this is separate, I'm just going to copy that right onto it. Going to give clip distortion an extra gain boost, well, distortion boost. Mix, that's what I'm turning up, yeah. Put this up a little bit, that's all. So the chorus just cuts a little bit through those heavier guitars. Hey, I'm not desyncing, so it must be the freeze tracks are actually working. feel like one click is too much and one click down is too little. All right, I gotta cut the end there because I got space bar clicks. A little more. All right. That's it. All right, so I just gotta master that, bounce it down, I'm out. All right, so I think that's the end. I'll probably be on. I'm starting to go on Twitch and stuff. Trying to figure out if I want to do Twitch and YouTube streams at the same time. It either requires me to get a plugin for OBS, which is going to be a little bit of a thing, or Streamlabs. So I've got both of those, and I've been trying both of them. I kind of like OBS better, actually, but it's a little more like, or it's actually less user-friendly, just by a little bit. That said, I think I like it once I'm getting the hang of it better. Streamlabs too, they're like, oh, you have to pay extra money for all this stuff, whereas OBS is just totally free. Okay. Anyway, I think that's it for now. Just made it right through. Didn't have to even take a break, so song done. I'll be on either here or Twitch tomorrow, or both if I can get that functioning. I think I got to download a plug-in to pull it off and see if my computer can not crap out on me, but okay. I think I saw a few people pop on and off. I'm not too worried about getting a whole lot of viewers right now. I'm just kind of like trying this out anyway, so all good. But song done. Just kind of like showing how I do it, so, you know. That's it. All right. I will sign off. Shut up. Thanks for watching if you are. Bye.